What do you need to budget for when buying a home? When it comes to buying a home, it can feel a bit intimidating to know how much you need to save and where to find that information. To get you started, here are a few things experts say you should plan for along the way. First, your down payment. As you set your savings goal for your purchase, your down payment is likely already top of mind. And like many other people, you may believe you need to set aside 20% of the home's purchase price for that down payment, but that's not always the case. One of the biggest misconceptions among housing consumers is what the typical down payment is and what amount is needed to enter home ownership. Having this knowledge is critical to know what to save. The good news is, you may be able to put as little as 3.5% or even 0% down in some situations. To understand your options in today's market, lean on a professional to go over the various loan types, down payment assistance programs, and what each one requires. Second, an earnest money deposit. While it isn't required, an earnest money deposit is common in today's highly competitive market. It's money you pay as a show of good faith when you make an offer on a house. This deposit is typically held in trust by a third party and is intended to show the seller you are serious about purchasing their home. Upon closing, the money will generally be applied to your down payment or closing costs. In other words, an earnest money deposit could be the very first check you'll write toward your purchase. The amount varies by state and situation, but you can typically plan for 1 to 2% of the home's purchase price. And third, your closing costs. Basically, your closing costs cover the fees for various people and services involved in your transaction. You should budget for roughly 2 to 5% of the home's purchase price. If you're in the market to buy a home, your down payment is probably top of mind, and rightly so. It's likely the biggest cost of home buying. However, it's not the only cost, and it's critical you understand all your expenses before diving in. The more prepared you are for your down payment, closing, and other costs, the smoother your home buying journey will be. Bottom line, knowing what to budget for in the home buying process is essential. To make sure you understand these and any other expenses that may come up, let's connect.